Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Matt Capper, and there's another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Before we get on to the main video, I have some shards. It's Friday. I have the wonderful Mrs. Capper on the line. She was unwilling to go video. She's shy, but she is in audio. How you doing, babe? She is doing great. I'm doing great. You're probably not doing great, but you will be doing great once we open these shards. So I have 30 on mine. We're not doing its own video because we don't have enough shards, but that's okay. We're going to open up 14 on this account, then 30 on mine. See if we can't get a little lightning, a little luck, a little whatever you want to call it. We're going to open up singles because it's more fun. So we're going to have 14 opportunities here. No void legendaries on this account as of yet. Now, keep in mind, the last time I opened up void shards for a different account, it was for my free-to-play account. And we did pull Georgid himself, the Nutcracker. So we have a 1% chance. We're also looking for a couple of really good epics. Although I will say, you have had some pretty good epic luck. You have Akemtum, you have Geo, you have Runekeeper Dadzerk en masse, and of course Demetha. But there are still some pretty good void champions out there. Not only legendary, but epic. So let's see what happens. You ready? Are you sure? All right, let's do this. All right. Unfortunately, we can't listen to my usual shard opening music because it's all copyright. So instead, we're just going to have no music. If we're lucky, Amanda might sing for us. I don't know. You ready to... Here's an Ooh! Well, that is a wonderful start to the day. Ursula the Mourner, very strong champion. Do you have her already? I have no idea. She increases Doom Tower battles, 24% speed. She has revives all dead allies with 75% HP, then fills her turn meter by 50%, and places increased defense and a strengthen buff on allies for 3 turns. The only downfall of this is it is a 5-turn cooldown when booked, but very strong champion. Not only that, on a 3-turn when booked with 150,000 books, she decreases the attack of all enemies, increases the attack of all allies, and if that weren't enough, she has a 55% chance of decreasing the turn meter by 10% on her A1. Very strong champion. She's my favorite champion. You may or may not remember she was my phone wallpaper when we first... You don't remember that? Until I changed it to you. Yeah. It was her. There was a really cool picture of her, too. I miss her so much. All right. All right, so that's pretty good. Ursula is pretty good. That is an A-level epic, so we're happy there. We have 2 cold hearts on this account. That's right? 2 cold hearts. So we really don't need another one. We have a renegade. So I don't think there's any rares we need. Maybe a bellower. Bellower would be good for a farmer. Not a must-have, but he's also good in faction wars. So, oh, here's another epic. That is not good. Lightsworn's actually the freebie you got at the very beginning. You have a Lightsworn. We do not need Lightsworn. But that will fill out the faction guardian. So, Ox, we do not need Ox. Who else? Come on. Oh, you got the Seducer. Actually, Seducer's not too bad. Seducer's not too bad. He does have the block buffs for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. So it's not the worst out there. For a rare, it's pretty good. Probably won't use him, but he's not the worst out there. Gear Grinder we might actually keep because he's got a revive. And depending on what you have available in Ogryn Tribes, you might need that revive. This is a new one. Tree Shield. I believe he was part of the last fusion. Yeah. I don't think... Let's see, 2 random allies. Oh, he revives 2 on a 5-turn cooldown. Revives 2 allies. That's not bad. That'll be pretty good for faction wars. And heals all allies by 15% of their max HP. 30% increased defense on all allies. Actually, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's probably going to be good for faction wars. We'll hold on to one of them anyway. Oh, another epic. Ooh, Faceless. Okay, so Faceless is an old champ. He is a one-hit wonder, but for faction wars, he does have the ignore shield and block damage buffs as well as defense. This thing hits really hard because you don't need a debuff for it. because it ignores all. It's a pure damage. It ignores all defense, as well as block damage and shield. So it can hit really hard. After that, he does put increased crit rate on himself, so that's good. This has a small chance of an extra hit, but the big deal is, of course, that ignore shield. And you don't really need Savage on him, although Savage will help these two skills, but because you already have the 100% ignore defense. So he will be, we'll put him on the to be built list. The never ending list, exactly. Especially when you have 5,000 energy just sitting there doing nothing. Oh, Dagger's not bad. Dagger's a keeper. We'll keep Dagger in the vault. And we got one left after Marquis is not keepable. We have one more. Let's see. Let's go back to here. Make it look special. Legendary. That is a rare. That is not legendary. And it's a trash. So, all right. Well, we did get a couple really good ones. We did get a couple new ones. Let's take a look at the new. We got from the Banner Lords. We did pull up Ursula, which is a very strong champion, and Dagger. You actually didn't have Dagger, so that's good. Dagger is a free-to-play friendly debuffer, and I don't think you have. Stag Knight is a debuffer, which you don't have, so she's definitely going to be of use until you get Stag Knight in Faction Wars, so that's good. Ogren, of course, you got Gear Grinder. He'll probably be useful. We were hoping for Bellower, but beggars can't be choosers. What did we get new from the Orcs? Oh, Huntress. Who cares? Huntress is not. From the Undead. Oh, Seducer. Yeah, no, he's okay. He's okay. And then we got Faceless here, right? So we got you some nice epics. Yay! And you have 6,175 energy. And you got some freebies here. And you're not that far off. If you wanted to just decide you're going to spend money, you could probably get a free Ragesh. Because he's at 2540. Ragesh is a really good champion. I don't have him. Yeah, well, I mean, that's like one legendary. Well, two legendaries. It's actually pretty easy to win this. If you wanted to. But you'd have to buy shards. So that's up to you. Or if we pulled a legendary out of like 5 sacreds or something. But, you know, it's a thought. Just putting that out there, food for thought. Okay. So let's now go to my Paltry account. I am nowhere near Pity, so do not expect any miracles here. I'm actually not far from Pity on Ancients. I think I'm 20 away from starting Pity on Ancients. But this is not about Ancients today. It's about Voids. Let me just... a miracle. I'm looking for a miracle. We are looking for Marichka, Taurus. Akrizia is actually my number one. Then Taurus, then Marichka. The couple, the Ukrainian overpowered. And we know when a nerf will come, because that's when I'll pull them. And I need Siphi and Nekrit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And let's just see. Yeah, it's a long list. I've got some really good voids, and then I've been waiting a long time for others. So, yeah, and I'm 45 in, so I'm nowhere near Pity. My last one I pulled was Alil, who's kind of an underwhelming, though kind of fun champion. He looks cool, but he's very underwhelming, unfortunately. Claydna, we do not want Claydna. There's the Marichka Taurus that we really want. I wouldn't mind a repeat Baron. That would be nice. Get a +2 Baron out of that. We have all of the High Elves. I could use another Cardial. Constantine would be nice. I wouldn't mind him. Tohanarok. Oh, that's another one I want. I really want Tohanarok. Turvol would be okay. I don't really need him, but he'd be fun. Grazur. Yeah, sure. He looked kind of cool. We don't need anything here. Dear God, please do not. Although I'll take another Krisk. I mean, Leorius, there's another OP champion I don't have. Where that Leorius was that? Orcs. Rak is actually pretty decent. I wouldn't mind Supreme Gallic either. He looks fun. I don't need him, but he looks fun. I do not need either of those in duplicate, so I'll probably get them. There's the two of the big ones right there, Siphi and Necrit. This Valkanen's pretty ridiculous too. He is pretty darn ridiculous. Is he? I think he's the next fusion. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Supreme Kale. Well, on a fusion, I'll do the fusion. Georgie, of course, I want Georgie. I forgot all about Georgie. Gokrizia, number 1 on the list. Actually been good here. Yumiko and Riho do yeoman's work for me. I use them all the time. So I don't need it anymore, but and then we already talked here. So there we go. All right. 30. I'll do a 10 pop and then we'll do 20 singles. All right, let's see what happens. Oh my god, oh my god. Double gold, that's Tormund. What? Double gold, neither of them needed, but hey, I will take double gold any day. Holy crap balls. So that's going to give me a +2 Arbiter, or 2 +1s. And that's going to give me probably a +1 Tormund, because I already have 2 built, don't need a third one. But yeah, I don't hate that. It's not what I was looking for. But damn, I can't complain. Double gold. Babe, you're good luck. You might be on every single one of these from here on in. All right. Maybe we should stick with the doubles then. We'll do one more 10 pull because, I mean, no. Oh my god, just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, there's that light sword. Whew. I was worried we wouldn't get one. Oh, hey, and Tolf, he's the worst epic in the worst void epic anyway, but the worst epic in Raid Shadow Legends. Tolf the useless. He is not even worth the 4-star chicken. I would rather just pull a 4-star chicken instead of Tolf. Plarium, pull your crap together. He is so awful. All right, let's do singles now. Yeah, Tolf is absolutely. He's got a unique mechanic, but he doesn't crit. So he hits he hits consistently like a little small child. No, I don't want to say girl. That's very. I mean, what if it was a tough girl? Like I've seen some girls that could knock me out. Like who's that? Like that UFC Cyborg. Like I wouldn't want to be hit by Cyborg. She would knock me the F out, babe. So I can't say hits like a girl. Hits like a small, underdeveloped child. Malnourished. Gold! Oh, okay. It's new. It's not the one I wanted, but it's new. We're 3 for the rates, babe. You are never allowed to not be around when I pull shards ever again. Holy. So Tunisia, again, fun, not needed. Not one of the ones I actually need to live arena, but I'm absolutely not going to complain. Whenever an ally receives a freeze, she has a 50% chance of replacing it with an HP burn for 2 turns instead. Cannot be blocked or removed. Whenever an ally is under HP burn, this champion is immune to stun, sleeps, freeze, true fear, blah, 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 blah. Attacks one enemy, damage increased by 40% for each active HP burn debuff in the battle. She's really good, by the way. Or he? Nope, she got the boobies. So really good in Hydra. Very strong Hydra champion because you can, especially I have a new comp that this will work perfectly when I get her leveled up. I have a double HP burn comp, and so her stuff with the HP burn as well. Although her passive won't do anything because, well, this part will, but the top part because there's no freeze in yet. Knock on wood. Sorry, don't listen to me. Don't add freeze to a goddamn head. Anyway. Really good. So also has attacks all enemies, has HP burn, has a stun, has a decreased speed on targets with less than 50% turn meter, which is really good because that decreased speed's huge in the Hydra. And then attacks one enemy, has a decreased defense if they're under an HP burn. So very strong. I'm very happy with that. I'm good with that. All right. We still have 6 shards to go. We are 3 for 24. See if we can open up more. Let's get another one. Why not? Let's finish this off with an Acrizia. No big deal. Yeah, I actually have a built Steadfast Marshal. Let me tell you a story about the Steadfast Marshal, babe. So Steadfast Marshal places a veil on all allies except for this champion, and places an increased defense on this champ for 2 turns. And it's on a 3-turn cooldown, 3-turn cooldown. He's got to provoke. That wasn't what this is about. So I was using this where I had him going a 4-3 in Clan Boss. And the point was, right before he put the veil on everyone but himself, so it didn't matter what affinity, what was going on, the Clan Boss would stun him because he's the only one that was not under veil. But he'd have that increased defense on himself. So it was okay. And he got an extra turn. So he got an extra turn on this. And he would get stunned, which would slow him down, but the extra turn would always speed him up. And so it worked perfectly, except there's a 3% chance that he resists the stun. And if he resists the stun, it breaks the whole comp. Because then he's getting an extra turn on top of not losing a turn for being stunned. It was the stupidest thing. So angry. But that was not so steadfast. One of the few times that resisting on a 3%. So I have a Bulwark built too. He was actually a mainstay for me. Back in the day, Bulwark was pretty amazing for a rare because he extends debuffs on Clan Boss. Well, on anyone, but especially Clan Boss. But nowadays, no one uses those type of comps. So no, it's just he was my first Nightmare team. And then that's it. Now, see, I got too greedy. I said next in Acrizia. I got one left. And it's gold. No, it's rare. Skirmisher. Hey, she has golden hair. That is true. Thanks, babe. Thanks for keeping me honest. All right. I don't even have anyone. What's going on? All right. Well, I got some level 4s going. Yeah, I have 3 of them built already. Man-Eater. Man-Eater's really good. Light Sword. I actually like Light Sword. I think he's underrated, but I have one built. Don't need more than one. Tolf, the Trashmonger. He is not underrated. He is the worst epic, and he's still overrated. That's how shitty he is. Do I have anything I'm missing still here? No. Okay. All right. We're gonna empower a couple champions here. So what I think I gotta do. So I have 2 arbiters. I have one in Stone Skin, and I have one that's my fast arbiter. She's sitting just under 400 speed. She used to be faster, but I took some speed away from her. Didn't need it. So I have 2 choices. Either I +2. I got a +2, right? I think I have to +2. I don't need a third one. If I +2 her, I can always swap their gear around and make her the. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna give us 10 extra speed too. So maybe we will switch over to make her the faster one. All right, and 10 accuracy, resistance. Okay, yep. All right, +2. We have a +2 there, and yeah. And by the way, I do have the light and the dark because I'm a nerd. See, there's the dark, and there's the light. Yep, nerd. Okay. Hey. You like? Oh, really? I like the light one better. That's because I'm a good person and you're evil. Oh, it's not. That's not why. Oh, my bad. My bad. See, I actually have 4. I didn't even realize I have 4, but one of them's in. I must be using. What does that one mean? Yeah, I have 2. I have like 2 extras. Why don't I just +2 one of these guys? Because does that like these two are in faction? This one just means he's in the super vault, the baby vault, right? I think. Hold on, maybe hold on before we get out of control, babe. Before you just start going willy nilly and plus 17 everything. Is there maybe I want a plus one hit? No, I use both of them off and on. Maybe I want a plus hit. No. I use both of them. Okay. No, I'm in Shadowkin. See, I was testing you and you didn't even notice. Okay. So would I rather I could plus 3. What's that? Yeah, well, I'm driving. Have you ever watched rally car driving, babe? The passenger is the one that gives direction. Just saying. I think plus 2ing the Torment makes more sense than because I could put a couple here. But I don't think I care about him. Yeah, no. Torment's gonna be the most likely to make use of it. We're absolutely gonna empower Torment. We're gonna make him plus 2 right here. I don't even know which one's better. Doesn't matter, I suppose. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Plus 2 Torment. Again. And one new one. Dumisia. All right. There we go. All right, everybody, with the shard pulls, which, by the way, that might be the best luck I've ever had, I think. So Amanda is never going to be... I'm never pulling shards without her, because that's obscene. Even one new one. Didn't get any of the kind of the core that we're looking for, but still, a new, cool, fun 2 others in a 10 pull. Amazing. So I thought for the second part of this video, we would just kind of go over state of events. It's been a while. I've had a couple weekends where I've been away and work and stuff, so I haven't had a chance to get a real rhythm. I do know we have a new fusion. The fusion's looking good. I wouldn't say it's Newt good or Gnoot good. Emic Trunkheart looks pretty good though. I think it's someone that you probably want to go after. Though this one's going to be a hybrid, if I recall the words. So you're going to have to fragment the epics and then fuse the epics. I think we've done that once before. I mean, I don't know. I really don't like traditional fusions. I prefer the fragment ones, but I just think the stupidity. See, what bothers me the most about it, and it's such a minor thing, is just the fact that they usually do all the epics the same. Or maybe 2 different ones. So you get 3 of them that are Spirit Affinity and 1 that's Void. Typically, it seems like what they want to do. And that means all the potion strain on Spirit Affinity specifically. And it's just, at this point, I don't want to. I don't care. So, I mean, but that's the thing. But overall, I think it's good. The one thing I will say about this champion that I'm a little bit underwhelmed by is because it is a legendary HP Void champion. And I feel like it's just kind of a not Necrit. It's got a little bit, it's got the unkillable, it's got the shields, so that kind of feels like Sir Nick. And Sir Nick has kind of been passed up. Has a really neat passive that an ally drops below 20%, increases the damage dealt. So that's kind of going to be good for, especially for champions that deal more damage, like a Leorius. I think there's some really good stuff about this fusion, but I do think that for a Void, it seems, I mean, we'll see, but it seems like it's good, not great, but that's okay. We've also been doing a ton of shard pulls. It is quite obvious to me that this company is in the final throes of profitability. Not profitability. This game will be profitable for a long time. Let's just get that out there. But it's obvious to me. And there's been other stuff, like they had the shareholder report that said it's in the profit mode or whatever, meaning that their revenues are declining. So now it's just, they know that the shard pulls give them the most money, and they're just going for it. They're just like every shard pull every day. It's I didn't like it at first because my problem was if it's always on sale, it's never on sale. It's always that's kind of like an old thing from retail. Like if everything's special, nothing's special. Um, Even just from work in general. Like if you give general compliments to all your staff all the time, it'll feel disingenuous, right? Because oh, great job all the time. If you're always doing that, then the great job just seems like a greeting as opposed to a sincere acknowledgement of the job done. And it's the same thing here. If there's always shard pulls, there's always everything. It becomes the event becomes a non-event, right? Like it becomes whoopee, and so now the shard thing is just a norm, and now we're looking for those specific kind of bonus, like guaranteed. So what I think this is going to do, and this is just my opinion, but over time, what you're going to find is the people are still spending in this game. Free to play is always free to play. It doesn't matter how many events they do; they're looking for value. But even the spenders are going to go, okay, well, if there's just going to be a shard event all the time, then it is even more important for me to hoard my shards for guaranteed events, for special 10-time voids. They still haven't fixed the whole 10-time thing. I saw that whole pool with the Shadowkin and the special prisms. I thought it was a little bit wonky. I mean, hopefully they'll adjust it and it'll get better. It wasn't the worst, but the reality is I don't need extra chances to pull champions I don't want. I need extra chances to pull champions I do want, and we talked about that. So, we're seeing a lot more of this shard pull thing. I do like that we're seeing a lot more. The 3X, they're still going with the 3X. I believe it's 3X Savage still again today. They had, those sort of things, 3X speed. I like seeing that. That's allowing me, see, again, that's where they got me. At 2X, it kind of became, yeah, I'll do it maybe. But at 3X, I literally load up energy for those 3X events, and just to try to get any sort of upgrade I possibly can. So I do like seeing that. The 10Xs are still garbage. I'm just kind of running through the last couple weeks of content creator information here. I did like the 10X from Ancient, Sacred and Void. They had the Harima, Martyr, Grisur, Umbral. Like these are all kind of if you're low spend, if you're newer in the game, you don't want to pull on 10X because the odds are not in your favor. And if you're late game, end game, you're probably not going to pull either because you're going to look for guaranteeds. Or ways to get the very specific champ you'd hear. If you're looking for Grisur, but it's only a 10x on a 0.5% chance, it's not really worth it. So instead, you're looking for those very special ones, right? We had the Call of the Arbiters done now, the first kind of thing. I thought it was a little bit anticlimactic. I thought the fight could have been better. I thought that would have been a more fun to have kind of a more grandeur, but I thought it was overall was pretty fun. I thought it was a great first series. I suspect we'll see it again. I think it did well. I think it's the number of viewers was enough that I think it proved to be a viable business plan or whatever option that they're doing. So I'm happy with that. Other stuff that went on during this kind of the last couple of weeks. We will be doing auto battles on this, which will be really nice, so I don't have to watch this key. I can just make it happen. I am a little bit concerned with this because on Spirit Affinity, as you see, if there's a resist or a weak hit, double weak hit on Seeker and he doesn't get that decreased speed, then it actually fails. And to have a failed key on an instant battle worries me. But maybe I'll just have to manual Spirit Affinity, or I'll probably change this comp to one that's that doesn't have that issue. So that's probably what I'm going to do when it comes to auto battles. I'm really happy about hearing about that. There's a bug fix with Lady Ereth. I don't have her, so I don't really know what that is. Don't forget to get your code chase if it's not already done. I think it's done first week of August 3rd. So make sure you get all your code names. You can go to hellhades.com. All the codes are available there for the different episodes of Call of the Arbiter for the free resources. I think that was a wild success. Right now, of course, there is a champion chase tournament with the first prize of a great champion. I'm not going for it. I have 3 Kaimars. I don't need a 4th. I certainly don't want to spend resources to get a 4th. I would take a 4th. Like, I would be happy if I pulled a 4th. But to spend resources, nah, not going to happen for me. But if you're level 1 to 50, it's Duden the Runic. Ragash, if you're 51 to 80. Nekmo Thar, 81 to 98. And 99 are 100s, Prince Kaimar. And I've heard that there's different, some pools have 100, some have 200. I believe I'm in a 100 pool. So it sounds like the 99 100s are in a 100 pool. And Nekmo Thars are in pools of 200. And Ragash might be in pools of 200. I'd have to check. My girlfriend's in the Ragash pool. So I'd have to double check that. She might get herself a free Ragash because her pool is very low spend so far. And so we're holding some resources, and we'll see for that last day if we can snipe it or not. It's again, Ragash is a nice champion, great champion to have, but I don't think it's going to make or break her deal. Unless, is he good in Fire Knight? Maybe if he's good in Fire Knight, maybe we'll have to, I might even just, spend a little bit of my money as a present to her for that. Because I need a Fire Knight team for her, and we don't have one. What else we got here? I do not. Okay, one thing I don't like about the way they did this is I want Nekmo Thar. I want Ragash. And neither of those were available to me because I'm level 100. Instead, I get Kaimar, which I have 3 of. So they're all legendary champions. They're all highly sought after. Well, especially Nekmo and Prince Kaimar, but arguably Ragash to a degree. And for them to not, like, just let us choose. If we win, we get to choose one of the legendaries that you're allowing. Why is that such a bad? Why is it that probably is that they don't know how to code it, but I really wish they would think this through a little bit on those, because I think missing an opportunity. And I think, what else do we got here? Call of the Arbiter, a lot of Call of the Arbiter stuff. They're really going around. I still am not spend, although I did find that, much to my chagrin, the Forge Pass does reset your spending tier, it seems, because I should have dropped to medium tier and I didn't, and all I'm allowing myself is the Forge Pass and the monthly gem pack, the daily gem pack, whatever you want to call it. So that was interesting. So I might just skip the next Forge Pass because I do want to start having that go down, spending my money elsewhere, because I still don't think to my mind, they have not improved the shards. So I said, for me to start spending again any money, especially on shards and stuff, I would need to see a vast improvement in the shard pulling. And again, I don't think the prisms is that. So anyway, I think that's us caught up. I hope you enjoyed the shard pulls. I hope you enjoyed the kind of catch up. If you did, consider maybe subscribing, maybe turning on that notification bell, even possibly joining for as little as $1.99, I believe is the smallest one, and helping the channel, helping support what I do here for you. And yes, I do have champions. I promise you, when I get a block of spare time to do some of the recordings, I will absolutely get more. I built them so you don't have to. I have some new champions. I have, I think, 3 or 4 total that are in the pipeline. And the next CVC, I'll get them all booked. It's been a while since I've spent Epic Books, so I actually have like 60 available. So I can get those booked all up in the next one, and away we go. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Most importantly, as always, of course, please be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.